am so disappointed by the spring 2024 anime season. I'm not even gonna lie. There's only 10 new titles you should be watching, and I'm about to show them to you, so like buckle up, I guess. Okay, so this one doesn't really count because it's an actual freaking joke, as in shit exists solely because some randos on Twitter literally went, lol, hear me out one day, and crowdfunded the whole project to, I don't know, laugh at it, I guess, which mad respect, but yeah, absolute no-brainer, I'm telling you. It's an adults-only anime that follows these dudes getting it on in a public toilet, but you already knew that now, didn't you? Not gonna go into detail, obviously, but if you're not watching Shin Yaranai Ka in spring 2024, then what the heck are you even doing with your life? You ever catch yourself spinning in circles wondering, wait, no what? I get it, bro, and so does our girl Mahiro. See, she used to be a sick little street artist drawing murals all around Shibuya, until some haters came for her work and made her not want to pick up a spray can ever again. Pretty sad, not gonna lie, but then she met this girl, Kano. Now Kano, she used to be someone too. Girl was like one big break away from blowing up the whole darn idol industry, I'm telling you. But then some drama went down with a quote-unquote friend, and suddenly her company was like, girl, you gotta go. That didn't faze her though. Shawty just rebranded and kept chasing her dreams under a new name, Jelly. Now what's funny about that name is that it was actually inspired by this one specific mural in Shibuya, if you catch my drift. So imagine the utter shock when Kano and Mahiro casually get to talking one night, and girl goes, oh that? Yeah, I was the one who painted it. Kano near loses it at this point, like, girl, what? That slaps, you gotta put that talent to use, for real. And at first that girl's like, nah, I'm good. But then I guess Kano's raw confidence kinda infects her at some point, cause now they out there running their own underground creative group alongside two other talented girlies, namely Kiwi and Mei. The visuals are breathtaking, the story deep and relatable, and that staff list, bro, insane. We're talking art director of Heavily Delusions, color designer of Oshinoko, and art setting designer of Zero Experiments Lane. I'm calling it now, Jellyfish Can't Swim at Night is about to be one of, if not the best new anime of spring 2024, so make sure you give it a shot. Next up, we got me ruining your childhood, cause y'all remember the Power Rangers? Yeah, well, turns out they're the biggest frauds ever. I mean, I always thought they were kind of sus, but anyway, word is these motherfuckers took out the villains ages ago, but instead of riding off into the sunset like most heroes, they figured, hey, why not just pretend that never happened? Yeah, no, why not take all these leftover foot soldiers and beat the heck out of them each week, you know, to keep the shows going? And it's like, bruh, what kind of plan is that? Like, of course the foot boys are gonna retaliate, right? Well, not really, because here is the thing. So these guys got regen properties or something, like they just keep respawning over and over again. There's only like one specific set of weapons that'll off them for good, and surprise surprise, the Rangers just happen to have a monopoly on it. So you see, it's not like they really got a choice, okay? This 1 foot soldier though, he kinda had it with the bull. Using his shape-shifting abilities, our boy D is about to go undercover to try and expose these fake ass folks once and for all. Will he make it? Tune into Go Loser Rangers, aka Ranger Rejects, this spring to find out. You ever have one of those super messy mornings where you're just like, dang, who even am I and what the actual f am I doing here? Because that's basically what happened to our boy K. He woke up one day, brain smoother than a monkey. Didn't know his name, his backstory, nothing. My man couldn't even recognize his baseball bestie Haruka, which is crazy because the two of them together on that field, they just worked, okay? Anyways, now they're on a mad quest to get K's memories and skills back, and let's just say the struggle is real, y'all. Now me personally, if I'm being completely honest, I ain't really vibing with the humor here, but being animated by Mappa with Nakazono from Chainsaw Man in the director's seat. So if you like baseball and cool visuals, then definitely check Oblivion Battery out this season. Next is an anime I was really freaking excited about, but like no longer am, I guess. It's about a guy who used to off beeps for a living till his body got a little too high and his boss was like, bro, you gotta go, like take a vacay or something. So now he's out in the burbs pretending to be a regular dude with his new sister Yoko, who's really just his driver in disguise. Problem is, everywhere this man goes, people are constantly trying to test him. First it was the local thieves looking at him funny, then the Yakuza homies he's crashing with started asking for favors that feel awfully similar similar to the his that got him banished in the first place. I don't know, man, it's almost like these motherfuckers want him to slip back into his lethal ways and break the rules of his retirement. Yoko's doing her best to keep him on the straight and narrow, but me personally, I give their new identities a shelf life of about 5 more episodes or so. With Kino's Journey's composer, Black Clover's scriptwriter, and a director who's worked on anime like Code Geass and the original Kenshin, the Fable could have been an absolute must-watch in spring 2024. So tell me why the studio had to go and butcher the hell out of it. Like, this shit looks like it was made with Microsoft Paint for real, which is a shame because the source material is actually really good. So while I can't fully recommend this, I will suggest you put this on as background noise while you scroll through TikTok or something. Because I mean, the jokes still land and everything, but yeah, it's just that it's really unwatchable for real. Like, I'm so disappointed. Next, we got an anime original from EMT Squared called Train to the End of the World. Not gonna lie, the first episode of this will probably have you like, what the fuck? But hear me out. So, okay, y'all remember those boomers on Facebook screaming about how 5G would turn us all into mutants? Well, turns out they might have been onto something after all. In this tiny town called Agano, everyone was living normal until Big Telco flipped the switch on that new 7G network. You know, the one that was supposed to finally fix our lag issues. Instead of crispy gameplay though, anyone over the age of 10 or something started growing fur and crawling around on all fours. It's like, bruh, the data plan turned people into furries. I'm talking ears, tails, the whole shebang, but wait, it gets weirder. Our main girl's bestie, Yoko, gone. Like, girl is nowhere to be found. Is she dead? Is she in on this? Who knows? All Shizuru and her buddies can do for now is hop onto this mysterious, unsafe-looking, abandoned train they casually stumbled upon one day and hope for the best. Not the greatest option, but I mean, what the frick else are they gonna do? Plus, this talking dog Pochi might know a thing or two, so Train to the End of the World is about to be the weirdest yet most entertaining ride of spring 2024, I'm telling you. Shame it's an anime original because I'm literally dying to know how this ends. Next, we got not one but 2 new mystery anime from the creator of Bakano and Durarara that will have you obsessed for real. The first one is called Kurayukaba and follows 2 detectives in a tiny town where literally nothing ever happens. That is, until a bunch of peeps go missing during a festival one day. The case is high risk with no leads aside from some weird footprints and some guy claiming the underground is totally involved somehow. Our girl Saki though, she hops on it anyway because, you know, boredom does things to a person. One day though, and poof, gone like the wind, just like the rest of them. Now it's up to her boss to fix things, but with all these cops turning a blind eye, psycho gang members itching for blood, and demonic trains speeding through the tunnels, bro is about to have one heck of a bad time, I'm telling you. The other one is called Kameru Kagari, set in a remote mining village where just ain't adding up anymore. See, the place changes shape daily thanks to these excavating bots digging up gold 24/7, which kinda sucks, but anyway, there's this map making chick who's been keeping tabs on these shifts, and lately, even she's like, wait, what the f***'s up, Kyle? Cause these shacks been relocating in some weird formations, like, what do them bots be up to after dark, huh? With help from her boy Yuya and a bunch of weird locals, girl is about to go all amateur detective on the case and dig up whatever dirty little secrets these motherfuckers are trying to bury. Not gonna spoil, but strap the f*** in cause it gets wild, fam. Tired of weak-ass MCs who need to be carried through every fight? Then you gotta check out Windbreaker. It's pretty much Tokyo Revengers, but better because the MC doesn't suck and the fights are actually sick as hell. Right, so you know how most peeps in high school do normal things like, I don't know, go to class, study, join a club maybe? Well, the place our guy just transferred to ain't into that at all. The kids here are basically separated into street gangs that fight each other to protect the town from outsiders trying to start problems, kind of, which is apparently totally normal and not illegal at all around here. Our dude is cool with it though, cause that's exactly the type of chaotic bullshit he lives for. Like, my man ain't here to play hero or be part of a crew. All he wants is to build a reputation so nobody can deny that he's the toughest fighter around. Craziest part is that it's not just guys he's gotta deal with. The ladies are trying him too. There's this one girl, Kotoha, for example. He saved her once and now she just won't leave him alone. Like, sis, take a hint. Can't you see he's trying to look cool? The animation for this one is next level insane. It's like Cloverworks put their whole studio on this fight scenes for real. The story too, it gets better and more intricate, hitting you with complex backstories that will honestly have you in tears. 8 out of 10 would recommend. Next up is Sandland by the man, the myth, the legend behind Dragon Ball and all that other fire, Akira Toriyama, which, by the way, rest in peace. The story takes place in a dystopic world where water is harder to come by than my father's approval. Only way to get some is by hitting up this greedy king dude who may or may not sell you some if he feels like it, but for the most outrageous prices, I'm telling you. People ain't vibing with that obviously, but there is this one guy in particular who's just like, okay, f you my guy, I'm down with your shit. Teaming up with a little demon prince and this old guy thief, our boy Sheriff Ray is about to embark on a risky quest to uncover this secret ass water source place that everyone keeps talking about and hopefully put an end to this all. Expect insane mecha action and explosions around every corner, but also discussions of heavy topics like war, genocide, and the downfall of capitalism. Not gonna front, the 3D animation looks a little janky to me, but maybe it's just because I ain't used to it, I don't know. But yeah, if you're into shonen anime made by actual icons, pop this on your watch list right now. Insane anime fights destroying entire cities? One guy's job is to clean all of that up, and that guy's name is Kafka Hibino, the most underappreciated dude in anime history for real. Now, Kafka's cool with his job, it keeps cash in his pocket and a ceiling over his head, but to be honest, this is not where a guy thought it'd be at 32, you feel? Homie had ambitions way back when. His goal was to join the defense force with his childhood bestie and live love off his way up to military glory, all while still turning up on the weekends of course. Patrol by day, party by night. That was the plan. But when the time came to step to the plate, the army took one look at him and was like, nah fam, we Gucci. So now, instead of living out his shonen protagonist dreams, bro's stuck scooping up giant kaiju gats all day, while the shawty from preschool's out there leading raids and winning medals 24/7. Kinda heartbreaking, not gonna lie. Thank God a little parasite monster thing is about to fly down his throat, turn him into a hybrid kaiju type thing with enormous strength and crazy abilities and launch him to brand new heights. Whether Kafka becomes the ultimate villain or levels up to neighborhood protector is something you'll find out only by tuning into Kaisu number 8 this spring, which, if you didn't know already, is currently premiering live on Twitter/X every single week, with English subs of course. Also, how are we feeling about One Republic doing DED? Drop your answer in the comments, cause last I checked, they don't do anime that often. So like, are dysfunctional families your aesthetic or not? Cause if so, this next anime is about to make you jealous as hell, I swear. It's about this high schooler named Tayu whose entire bloodline just died in a car crash. Tragic new paddock. The only person he can kinda hold a combo with now is his childhood best friend Mutsumi, who just so happens to be part of the strongest spy family in the whole entire world. Sounds kinda cool, right? Well, it would be if it wasn't for the fact that Mutsumi's weirdly overprotective older brother wants our man gone. Like gone. See, this dude who, you know, eliminates peeps for a living really can't stand people buzzing around his little sister. So when word starts spreading of some guy scheming to make moves on her, immediately he's like, okay bet, it's body bag time. Like straight up, my main doesn't even check to make sure he's after the right target or anything. He just assumes it's Tayu cause, I don't know, he feels like it I guess. And look, our MC usually ain't one to make rash decisions, but at this point in his life, he's just thinking, man, I should probably wife this girl if I want to stay breathing. Like, think about it, how bad can being a spy hobby really be compared to getting got by some psycho simp with a serious sister complex? Well, apparently kinda bad actually, because Tayu's initiation is straight up survival of the fittest. Like, bro really goes from algebra 101 to dodging ammo and defusing bombs overnight, which I mean, could've been me honestly. Whether a man scores a spot in the fam or gets his speed is something you'll find out only by watching Mission Yozakura Family this season. Next is a low-key hidden gem of spring 2024 cause y'all, no other thing will mess with your brain this hard, I promise. So we meet this guy Oscar, resident prince and certified Chad of the Farsa's kingdom. Charm for days, hardcore sword skill, the whole package, you know? Thing about Oscar is some hater went and put a curse on him as a baby, which makes it so that anytime he tries to bag a lady, she tragically kicks the bucket. Bro desperately needs a cure for a lot of pretty obvious reasons, but also cause the kingdom is like one hair away from total annihilation. Lucky for him, there's this legendary bell witch Tanasha who's been all mysterious like at the top of a tower for God knows how long. And wouldn't you know, she's out there granting wishes to anyone brave enough to find her crib and conquer the whole altitude obstacle. This is our MC like, bet on my way girl, but once he actually gets to the top and sees Tanasha for the first time, his brain straight up blue screens like my guy was expecting some Morty hag, not an actual goddess. So immediately he's like, damn, can I wife? To which our girl responds, nah bro, just pick another wish. So he tells her what's up and somehow persuades her to let him crash at her place so they can try and crack the whole curse case together. But during their research, some really odd that involves both of them starts popping up. And from here on, it gets so messy I can't even deal with it. Don't want to spoil as usual, but trust, Unnamed Memory is about to be the most absurd mind-fucking anime nonsense of the season, and you're gonna want to be here for it. Put a finger down if you've ever crashed hard on some rando band member before. Good, drop a couple more if in a plot twist for the ages you actually worked up the nerves to ask them out and they agreed to it? Okay. Now fold another if kicking it with them for some time eventually had you like, oh, wait, who are you really, and do I even like you like that? Because that's exactly what happened to our girl Himari. She thought whatever she had going on with Yori was love, but no, like sometimes you think you're after catching feels when really you're just obsessed with their puppy, or how their fan feeds you dinner, or in Himari's case, how hard their music slaps. By the time she realizes though, she's kinda awkward because Yori's already like, wait shawty, I'm low-key getting lost in them eyes for real, you know what I'm saying? So now homegirl gotta decide. Does she keep riding this wave and see where it takes them, or bounce before things get too weird? The drama in Whisper Me a Love Song is real, y'all. I can't wait to see what's next. Don't miss out on the remakes of Bartender and Spice and Wolf neither, especially if you slept on them back in the day. The first is a seinen anime that follows, you guessed it, a bartender serving up life lessons disguised as cocktails. The other is about this one merchant dude low-key losing his shit because of a cute fox girl who keeps getting him into trouble. Super relatable if you ask me.